Welcome to another VeChain update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Also, check out our new third wave of the third wave merchandise, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So, well, VeChain right now is going up, obviously because the entire market is going up. Now, I have to mention that I have not made a VeChain video in a long time because nothing really happened. And I mean, if you watched my other videos, for example my Cardano videos, I mean the setup is the exact same, and well, if you know what's going on with Cardano, you pretty much know what's going on with VeChain. But I mean, I'm still gonna talk about it because maybe you're not interested in Cardano, maybe you're just interested in VeChain, and if that's the case, then right now we're in a 1-2-1-2 setup. The third wave of this 1-2 setup already got to the 1.618 resistance level for the third wave, so it could be completed, meaning that the fourth wave move down is most likely coming very soon. Now also, if you zoom in on this, I mean the third wave, like I said, could be completed because this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup. And if the fourth wave, is happening right now, I'm going to give you a support zone for it on the Discord server, and I'm going to put it on the chart. So again, check out the memberships. But I mean, yeah, that could put us back like 2.8 cents or somewhere in this region. I'm obviously not expecting it to drop all the way down to the 618 because we already got to the 1.618, well, the 0.618 in the second wave right here. So the fourth wave should get to about the 382 or the 50% extension. Then the fifth wave move up. I mean, I will give you a target for this as well, but only when I'll be able to confirm that the third wave is actually in. And well, what we need to do after that is get above the 200-day moving average. And well, obviously, even if we do not do that, even if we just go sideways right now, it's still gonna be good because we are waiting for a cross on the bull market support band. As you can see, the green line is approaching the red line, and as you know from the past, or maybe you don't know, but usually when we get a cross, it's very bullish for VeChain. And let me show you an example. I mean, this right here, I was making videos back here. We had a cross, VeChain, let's say, was at about 2.6 cents, or you could take this low, we were at 1.9 cents, and after the cross we did nothing for a couple of weeks, but then we had this nice pump, and that gave us a pretty significant, move to the upside. I mean, we went from 1.9 cents all the way up to like 7.8 cents or so. This was a 300% move to the upside, and it took like 24 days. And I mean, yeah, I mean, this is still, it's still possible to do something like this in my opinion, especially when you look at the daily chart. Yes, it could say that it's not looking too great because we got to the 0.786 support level again, and we also invalidated this big 1-2 setup here, which turned the entire structure into an ABC structure. However, we did react to the support level, and right now we could be looking at the third wave, and that could put us, I mean, the minimum target for the third wave is 13 cents, that's the 1618 of this 1-2 setup. But it could easily overextend to the 200% extension, so please do not forget that, and that is at 22 cents. Now what we need to do right now is obviously form a first 1-2 setup of the main third wave. We don't have that on this chart. I mean, we have that on other charts. For example, I think Chainlink has it and ADA has it, and some other altcoins have it as well, but VeChain actually invalidated it right here. So that's what we need to do right now. We need to get a 1-2 setup of the main third wave, and then we need to get the third wave of the third wave, which should look something like this. Then obviously a fourth wave move down and a fifth wave move up, and that's going to complete the main third wave. Let me go back to the VeChain chart right now, and I'm still bullish on this coin. I mean, even though it went down, I actually bought some VeChain right here, I believe. I think I bought a couple of weeks ago. Let me actually tell you exactly when I bought. So, well, no, I think it was at the beginning of May. So I bought probably in this region at like 2.5 cents or so. So I'm already in profit, which is good. And I always tell you that it's a good time to buy when, altcoins are in the support zone. And I mean, that's all you need to know about VeChain right now. It's still going up, which is good, and I think it's going to continue going up. Also, I need to talk about Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is finally dropping after going to like 65%. And well, what we need right now is for Bitcoin dominance to break below the bull market support band and the 200-day moving average. It also needs to test the 0.618 resistance level that will act as resistance right here when we tried getting above it, which gave us this nice move to the downside on the Bitcoin dominance chart. But then after we got above it, it actually acted as support. And what we need to do right now is do the exact same thing, but this time we cannot use it as support like we did over here. Instead, we should, maybe get some type of short-term bounce and then drop below it, and then drop below this low right here, which is at 56.64%. And once we do that, I will finally be able to tell you that the altcoin season has started. But until that happens, this could just be a big fake out, and this could lead to another cycle high on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So please not get your hopes too high until we actually get below, the bull market support band, the 200-day moving average, the 618 resistance level, and then this low right here. Now, I mean, if you were to ask me, I would say that the, top for the Bitcoin dominance chart is already in, but you never know. I mean, Ethereum could start dropping again. Now, is it going to start dropping again? Probably not, because it's already above the bull market support band. It's also very close to getting a cross on the bull market support band, and I just talked about the crosses on the bull market support band, but usually when we get a cross, it's very, very bullish, especially during a post-halving year. So right now, the market is just waiting for that, and once that happens, I'm telling you, I think that could finally give us the altcoin season, and well, that could finally give us a 5-wave move to the upside. Also, what we need to know about on the weekly chart is that we got above the moving average, so it's pretty much the exact same story as the other altcoins. And yeah, this is good because usually when we get above the moving average, I can give you an example here, we got above the moving average, then we dropped below it, but then we somehow used it as support, and that gave us this nice pump. So this is what we're waiting for right now. I can give you another example right here. After getting the bear market low, when we were below the bull market support band, just like we were right here, as you can see, the moving average was tested after getting above it, and then we used it as support, and that gave us this pump. But that only happened after the cross on the bull market support band, so please do not forget that. And yeah, this is what we're waiting for right now. The bull market support band, the cross, I think it's gonna happen in the next, let's say, a week or so, so don't expect it to take too long. And obviously don't expect the pump to start all of a sudden. Obviously don't expect the pump to last a day, but I think everything, well, I'm not gonna say that everything will top, but I think most of the altcoins have a chance to break their previous 2021 all-time highs by the end of the second week of June. And if that were to happen, I mean, VeChain will obviously do extremely good because it's in a 1-2 setup, and the 1-2 setup respected the support levels, meaning that we could get a third wave right now. Now, what's going to happen after the third wave, it's still unknown, because if you look at what happened in the previous cycle right here on the VeChain chart, I mean, in the entire cycle, we only had a 3-wave move to the upside, and we actually topped in, April, I believe. So right now, obviously, we're not in April anymore, we're in May, but we could actually get a top in, let's say, June or July or something, like that. And then we could do something like we did over here. Obviously, we're going to get a 4th wave move down, and maybe we'll try getting a 5th wave move up, but we'll never manage to break above the 3rd wave high, just like we did right here, which could turn into another big ABC structure for the bear market. And well, it could look something like this. So yeah, I mean, even if we, get to the 1.618, let's say, and break 13.1 cents, I mean, I'm not telling you to, sell if you don't want to sell. I'm obviously not giving you financial advice, but you should most likely start taking profits once we get to this region. And honestly, I mean, if you bought in the support zone, I mean, I bought in the support zone, and I'm probably gonna be, taking some profits when I'm up like 4x, which I believe is gonna happen soon. And yeah, I mean, then at 5x and 6x and something like that. I'm not gonna tell you how much I'm gonna sell because, well, I'm gonna talk about that on the Discord server. But yeah, I mean, things are looking extremely good for the market, and I think we're finally ready to start breaking down on the Bitcoin dominance chart. Also, on the Bitcoin chart, you need to know that we'll most likely break the previous all-time highs very, very soon. To complete the 5th wave of the main 3rd wave, the target for that is between $126,000 and $157,000, and I'm expecting this to happen by the end of the 2nd week of June. Obviously, if we don't do what we did in the previous cycles, and if we don't start dropping exactly in the 2nd week of June like we did, I believe, in 2017, I think this was over here, and if we just continue going up during the summer, then, well, we could obviously go higher than that. We could obviously overextend, maybe to $170,000, but at some point, I am expecting Bitcoin to get another drop, which will be the 4th wave move down, and then the 5th wave move up should theoretically put us above $250,000. Obviously, that's only my, my idea, and that has always been my idea, and that has always been my prediction. I'm not gonna change it. I've been saying that since I was making videos back here when we were at like 50K, when everybody was calling for a bear market. I was telling you, no, we're not in a bear market, and while you know, we were not in a bear market right here. Also, people were calling for a bear market right here. I was telling you we are not in a bear market, and well, we were not in a bear market after all. And yeah, right now I'm watching for higher prices. I think it's gonna break its previous all-time highs very soon. And once that happens, I think Ethereum will finally start outperforming it. That's what usually happens in the altcoin season. Bitcoin first breaks its all-time highs, then Ethereum starts outperforming it, and then the altcoins start outperforming Ethereum and Bitcoin, and that, gives us the altcoin season. That's how it usually goes, and that's what we're waiting for right now, meaning that VeChain could very easily break its previous 2021 all-time highs in the next couple of months. Now, obviously, maybe it's not gonna happen. Maybe VeChain will be, a bad altcoin this cycle. I have no idea what will happen. I mean, I'm just here to give you the data, and, when I'm looking at the data, I mean, it's pretty clear that VeChain is still looking very good. Also, I'm not sure if I said VeChain or Chainlink. I keep, messing it up, but it is what it is. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about VeChain right now. And yeah, things are looking good, and well, we'll see what happens next. Also, I need to talk about the monthly chart for a second. Here, we need to get above the moving average on the RSI. As you can see, we already got above it, but we also need to close above it. And once we do that, we could actually get a very nice pump. And well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Check out the third wave of the third wave merchandise, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.